Welcome back, my beautiful friends. You're listening to A Moment of Zen right here on 710 WOR, the voice of New York. I am your host, Zen Sams. Now, coming up in our Crypto Frontier segment brought to you by CCP Digital, we are featuring NFT industry pioneer Joel Comm. Today, we're chatting about Sylvester Stallone's Sly Guy NFT series. Now, NFTs, or non-fungible tokens, are blockchain-based tokens that authenticate digital assets, making them perfect for artists, musicians, and even film stars to use to derive revenue from their very own creations. In other words, monetization. Now, as Joel gets settled into our broadcast room, let's chat why movie stars like Sylvester Stallone are now NFT enthusiasts. His latest venture is Sly Guys. It's an NFT collection made especially for his fans. Moreover, he is also launching his own metaverse called Planet Sly, actually, that he himself developed. Now, Planet Sly is something that not just Sylvester Stallone is jumping on the bandwagon. I love him for the famous Rocky and Rambo movies, but he's just one of an increasing number of Hollywood stars who are making a breakthrough into Web 3.0. And Stallone's Planet Sly commemorates his life and career. And at the same time, it creates a new and exciting way for his fans who aren't convinced about NFTs to actually invest in them. And here to chat some more is Joel Comm, the project's very own NFT strategy advisor. Now, Joel is a technologist and futurist of sorts, a New York Times bestselling author, a blockchain enthusiast, an avid gamer, and we are in for a real treat because it seems like he can actually talk more than me. He's a sought after public speaker, co hosting the Bad Crypto podcast, a top cryptocurrency show, making the future of digital chat easy to understand. Welcome to the show, superstar.
Hey Zen, thanks for having me. I don't know if I can talk more than you, but I can. We can race and see what happens.
I love it. I love having you on. Okay, so let's jump right into it. Planet Sly is the home of approximately 10,000 Sly Guys NFTs, which more than, they have over 250 incredible attributes, right? I want to know more about what inspired, this. Was it his lifelong love of comic books and art? Talk to me about the special perks. And if the rumor is true, I read that to be eligible for an invitation only pre-sale, that the NFT collectors and Stallone fans must show their Sly love, and they have to post and express on social media their level of fandom for him, and only those that receive an invitation to the pre-sale can participate. True?
So partly true, yes. There's some people that aren't as comfortable on camera, and so there's a number of ways that you can show Sly love, whether it is making a video, where you're in Philadelphia or doing your best Rocky imitation or talking about which of his films or characters inspired you. But you can also do a piece of fan art if you like to draw. Maybe you can just share a personal story with us on Twitter. The goal here is for Sly to connect with real fans. This is not a typical profile picture launch where we want people to just buy it so they can flip it. Sly wants to really connect with people. And if you watch his Instagram, you'll see how he shoots candid ad hoc videos almost daily that is him inspiring and engaging with his audience. And so this profile picture launches so much more than the beautiful artwork that is created by Clark Mitchell, who is a Disney and Hasbro artist. You've seen his work before. You just might not known it because you bought a Star Wars Monopoly game or something, and you're like, that's Clark's work. It's top notch. Sly personally curated the collection, told us that, hey, I really want to have Butkus in there. I want to have the dog, and let's create some variables and attributes that are inspired by the life and films of this legendary actor who has now had a #1 box office film in each of the past 6 decades. That's amazing.
That is amazing. And, now you can translate this into a very viable digital ownership, so to speak. But the question is, are NFTs just another celebrity fueled trend? Really? Like, are celebrities jumping on the NFT stocks bandwagon big time because it's the momentum, or being part of the same movement as the stars for the fans might have an impact on some people's decisions to invest in NFT stock? But truly, is the celebrity profile raising NFT stock price, or are celebrities borrowing from the sector's momentum? What are your thoughts?
Well, we've seen some celebrities come in and not do it right. And I'm not going to name names, but there are some what we call cash grabs out there that they just see the opportunity, they just see the dollar signs, and they don't put a lot of thought, care, and love into the actual launch and to the deliverables. What will people get for owning one of these NFTs? We insisted on doing something completely different. And fortunately, it wasn't a hard sell to Sly because he wants to connect with his audience. So there's going to be a snapshot date on the blockchain a little bit after the sale. And anybody who has collected at least 3 Sly Guys in their wallet is going to get a ticket to a in real life private dinner in Miami where Sly is going to be there and he's going to speak and inspire. So there is a real world deliverable right off the top for those who collect. And then we have a whole line of other deliverables once we reach 100% sold out, which should be really quickly based on the growing size of the community in Discord. We're already over 20,000 people that are signed up, and there's only 9,997 Sly Guys available. But there is intent to deliver physical deliverables, digital deliverables, more experiences, more community oriented. In fact, once we hit 20,000 on the Discord, Sly promised that he would come in and do an AMA. And now that we've done that, we're getting ready to schedule that because he wants to answer questions from people to show he's really in this. And he's in it for the long haul. This is not just to jump on the bandwagon. So he's doing it right.
He's definitely doing it right now. You're painting a very nice picture because, it's arguable that although celebrity NFT activity might help bring NFTs to public awareness, stars are riding the wave, not driving it, because it is a very viable market. We have about 3 minutes left right here on this segment, but I wanted to segue into something a little bit more sophisticated because although there are no guarantees that a celebrity NFT is going to soar, the media shine does help encourage people to enter the market, and celebrities and athletes getting into crypto almost normalizes the NFT space. But investors looking for an alternative to a single NFT are turning to top NFT stocks that include NFT platforms, NFT creators, and NFT trading tools. And one option is an NFT ETF, right? Like Defiance's NFTZ, which that allows you to spread your investment across a number of promising NFT, blockchain, and cryptocurrency stocks with a single trade, right? Essentially helping mitigate exposure to risk while opening up access to this exciting and very fast moving sector. How do you feel about this in about 2 minutes? And is this only for the veteran investors?
I think portfolios of NFTs, especially the ones that are tending towards blue chip, there's only a handful of them right now, are a great way for people to get involved. If they don't have the time to do their own due diligence on individual projects, and you're putting your trust in the hands of those who have and know which projects to invest in, then I think it's a perfectly fine move. But if you have the time to go down the rabbit hole yourself and understand that this is so much more than pictures of apes or CryptoPunk pixels. These are the future of loyalty. These are the future of community, and NFTs are just getting started. We're in the early adopter phase still. Mainstream is still a few years away, and the explosion is yet to happen.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Either way, any way you chop it up, NFT sales are showing really no signs of failing. Even if you look at the timeline, back in August, we saw sales reaching new heights with about 5.6 million registered sales, driving 5.2 billion in trading volume. And by September, there were over 116,000 active unique trading wallets, and NFTs trading volume grew to about 11 billion by the third quarter of 2021, which was a jump of 704%, Joel, from the previous quarter, and representing close to 38,000% year-on-year growth. So this is a very, very telling market, and these are very, very telling statistics. So I definitely encourage everyone. I mean, this is a great project, but thank you for coming on and chatting with us.
Thanks so much. PlanetSly.com.
Definitely. We're going to send our audience directly to the website, planetsly.com. You can also check out Joel at badcryptopodcast.com. And remember, this is brought to us by CCP Digital, ccp.digital. You're listening to our Crypto Frontier segment brought to us by CCP Digital right here on A Moment of Zen on 710 WOR, the voice of New York. We'll be right back after this.
A Moment of Zen is brought to you by CCP Digital, bringing you a view from inside blockchain, cryptocurrency, and NFTs. Introducing the latest Blockchain Heroes series, Retro Rebellion NFT collectible card packs from the Nifty Company. Available January 2022. Find out more online at ccpdigital.com.
Welcome back, my beautiful friends. You're listening to A Moment of Zen right here on 710 WOR, the voice of New York. This is our Crypto Frontier segment, and we are talking with crypto influencer Joel Comm. Now, Joel, metaverse concerts have also become a virtual reality with avatars of musicians like Ariana Grande, The Weeknd, and ABBA taking the virtual stage. And tickets to these concerts are themselves NFTs. Can we expect these digital assets to become hot collectibles in their own right?
Absolutely. This is just the beginning of virtual concerts such as this, where people can actually roam around and network in the virtual space. Some of the more pioneering musicians and artists are starting to play in that arena. And what's really interesting about this is when you buy a ticket for a traditional concert, you go in, they scan it. They used to rip it in half, and you'd get to keep the stub as a collectible. These days, you don't even have that. These NFTs act as a collectible, memorabilia from the show, and the artists know exactly who owns it. So if they want to deliver additional value to those consumers that own an NFT from a specific show in a metaverse, they can do that. I mean, think about that. Email is not highly deliverable. On social media, you don't reach all your fans, but you know 100% who has an NFT representing attendance to a concert. That's a powerful connection for artists to be able to reach out to fans.
Yeah, that's well said, because now you're actually extremely involved directly. And of course, these NFTs also evoke a lot of emotion. And when you look at it from the bird's eye view in the entertainment world, NFTs really do give creators new ways to interact with their audiences, to raise money, create new distribution windows, and turn all of it into a proof of concept to sell their movies and TV shows. And it's truly the transition to what you've been saying, and I've been listening to a lot of your public speaking, but it's truly the transition from Web 2.0 to Web 3, and the NFT is the gateway to Web 3. I learned that from you. It puts ownership directly in the hands of users, whereas in the past, right, monetization was completely in the hands of the platforms like Facebook and Google. So it's truly the future of the internet. So people should definitely get on board. But tell us, what are your closing thoughts with the entire Sylvester Stallone's project? Like, if you could give advice to NFT collectors out there, coming from the world that you do and knowing what you know and the people that are behind this project, what do you want to recommend?
Well, I want to tell people to go to planetsly.com and join our community on our Discord, and you're going to discover how to do an NFT profile picture correctly, a launch correctly, that is truly engaging with the community, that brings value to the community, and that intends to continue bringing value. NFTs are not just a one and done. I'm not saying they can't be, but in this case, we want to bring value to the owners and continue doing so. And there's going to be all kinds of surprises for owners of these. The Sly list, you can go get on it now, and the launch is going to be in May, either the mid to late is going to be the date for it. Right now, we're just working out the details with our technology partners.
Beautiful. Guys, definitely check it out, planetsly.com. Joel, thank you so much for enlightening us with so much information, as always.
Thanks, Zen.
You got it. You're listening to A Moment of Zen. That was our Crypto Frontier segment by CCP Digital. Definitely check out planetsly.com, and definitely check out Joel on badcryptopodcast.com. You're listening to A Moment of Zen right here on 710 WOR.